for being here. Hopefully somebody will show up and they can tell me. Well, hello, Cosmo. He has been talking his head off. I'm about to have to squeeze over here in my little night clothes. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I hate being on camera, and especially when I'm not dressed. Yeah. Tell him Mom's a pretty girl. He's been talking so much. Like, he's been talking his little head off. Winnie, hey, sweetheart. Can you tell me, please, if the video quality's okay? My internet has just been giving me a hard time this week. I called them and they said that my service was out on one of my internets. I have a backup. I have two. And I don't have the Wi-Fi off. I mean on. Why did I say off? I don't have it off. Oh. Okay, great. Alright, I'll check in. I may need you to moderate if you have no problems with moderating. Do you mind? Hey, Nishi! Love and light to you too, baby. Here comes Cosmo. Look, he's been, he's been really talking. Like, if you were on my Facebook, you would see. I posted a video. He was talking and telling me how his day was, which I've been here all day with him. We were just joking around. But he was really telling me like it is. He was telling me what Otto did. He told me, I said, was Otto a bad boy? He said, no, he was a good boy. He has really been talking up a storm. And he got real sleepy a while ago. He was about to fall asleep. But he's in here because he wants my Coke. You see, he's trying to sneak over to it. He wants some of my Coke. I'm going to give you a little bit more, but you can't have but so much. You know, your birds can't pass gas like humans, and so carbonation can kill them. And I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you, little buddy. Yeah. He is so addicted to Coke. So, Winnie, would you mind moderating? How do you feel about moderating? Or Nishi, either one of you. Could you guys help me, you think? Or are you going to be cutting out before it's over? Because I'm going to try to take a couple questions at the end. If not, don't feel any kind of way about it. It's perfectly fine if you can't. Trust me, I would not ever be upset for you saying no. I understand good boundaries. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Kailash is asleep, and I'm pretty sure Cheryl, I haven't been able to talk to Cheryl because I haven't called her. When she has these times when she's quiet like this, I give her space to go through whatever it is that her and Spirit are going through, because Cheryl is extremely gifted. Extremely gifted. All of us on this channel are extremely gifted. That's why you are here, because you are extremely gifted. Spirit has drawn only certain people to this channel. Alright, get on my shoulder now. Mommy's got to get started. Okay, get on my shoulder. Okay, I got some music. And I got something that I don't typically get on this channel. But I got a couple Bible verses that I want to share with you. And as you know, we have the eclipse coming up this coming up Friday, I think, the 14th. 13th, depending on where you live, it'll be the 13th into the 14th. And if I can get my computer to come on, I want to share with you a couple things real quick before I get going. This is what Spirit's been talking to me about. Okay? My battery's low, but I think we can get through this if we go fast. Okay. So, this is about the lunar eclipse in Virgo. And the other day I Freudian slipped and said 2026 and 2027. It actually says 2006 and 2007. But it says 2025's eclipse season has begun. It's the first of a series of eclipses in the healing-oriented, service-giving signs of Virgo and Pisces. On March 14th, this powerful lunar eclipse in Virgo lights up the skies, bringing enormous focus to where it is in our world that the balance of rest and work, flow and control, the practical and the ethereal need to be maintained. The last time this pattern happened was over 2006 and 2007. Looking back, what themes may be reappearing for us now? So think back in your life to 2006 and 2007. What was going on during that time that might be reappearing now? Think back and try to remember. The South Node, what we need to let go of, is conjunct with the moon, revealing past patterns of over-planning, perfectionism, anxiety over the unknown, over all that we cannot possibly plan for. Here, our deepest neuroses are revealed, inviting the heart-opening energy of compassionate Pisces to step forward and soothe, calm, and gently, tenderly wash away our troubles. We got to plug in the computer. So give me a second, because this is important. Oh, where's the plug? Here it is. Just give me 1 second. Some of you have already heard this, so thank you for sticking it out with me. Spirit's got a lot to say and a small amount of time to say it in. The other day when I did the reading, I skipped Virgo. And when I went in and put the timestamps in, I realized that I didn't put Leo's timestamp in. So I was looking to see where Leo was. And that's when I realized I skipped Virgo. And if you were here, you might remember I was when I did Libra, and I did Libra, and then I did Leo, and then I went to Cancer. I was confused, and I was asking Kailash, who am I reading for? And it's because a part of me realized that I had skipped a sign, but I didn't consciously catch it until later. And it was meant for me not to catch it. Virgo's reading was supposed to be done separately, and that's what I'm doing now, is the sign of Virgo. But what you have to understand is that because the moon is going to be full in the sign of Virgo, it's going to affect all of our lives, whether you have a Virgo placement or not. This moon is going to have a very big impact on us. And that's why I'm going through all of this to explain stuff to you, okay? So, where was I? Here, our deepest neuroses are revealed, inviting the heart-opening energy of compassionate Pisces to step forward and soothe, calm, and gently, tenderly wash away our troubles in the faith that all will work out. Because it always does. Because no matter how much we organize, structure, and manage the details, there's room for a greater force, a force of grace over this eclipse indeed during this series of eclipses. Ruling this eclipse is Mercury, the messenger of the gods. What is the message being whispered to us now? Can we take the time to listen? He's just about to turn on his heel and move retrograde, heightening his energy and reminding us of the need to go slow, to delay impulse, to wisely look before we lead. In Aries, the message is one of boldness, bravery, or perhaps stepping into the great unknown and being willing to let go of what truly does not serve us. In the spirit of Virgo and Pisces, moving towards what feels intuitively right, what feels aligned, resonant, what feels like our soul. This is the essence of the supercharged full moon. And I did that the other day. I said any being often kicks off with a powerful ending. That is a Freudian slip. But a lot of times this full moon will come with some deaths. It just, I mean, it's about endings that lead to new beginnings, and I'm going to get there. But what it actually is saying is any beginning often kicks off with a powerful ending, as we well know. Opposing the moon and conjunct the sun is Saturn, a mere degree away from perfecting the aspects of each luminary. Saturn lends a sense of permanence, a grounded energy, a reality check. And we know Sagittarius was one that was going to get that check, and I think Virgo might be as well. We may falter under the tough love teacher's stern glare, but we rise up and do the work, the hard work. But when we rise up, so somebody's going to do the work. There are people in this collective that are going to do the work. You're going to do the hard work. Saturn is tremendously, some of us have already done the hard work, and Saturn is about to reward you like you would never believe. Overcoming insecurities, fears, and outer obstacles with determination supports us, particularly seeing as Saturn is angled to Mars in a productive yet emotionally driven trine. Speaking of trines, the moon aligns to Uranus in this pattern, bringing forth the opportunity for surprises, for freedom from the patterns that bind, perhaps in unexpected ways. So something unexpected may happen to give you freedom from your patterns. So whatever was happening in 2006 and 7 that's still happening now, you could have a surprise that gives you freedom from those patterns. Once again, allowing flexibility and moving away from the control-oriented shadow aspect of Virgo is key. What matters most now is our wellness. Wellness of our body, yes, but also wellness of the spirit. Where we have lacked here, where have we lacked here? Where have we lacked in wellness of our body and our soul? Where have we lacked in that wellness? Where have we tended to our nutrition, our routine, our rituals? My computer cut off anyway. What in the world? Mercury retrograde. I'm going to tell y'all what. It's plugged in, so I don't understand why it cut off. There should be no reason for it to cut off. Okay, it came back on. Oh, this is going to be one of those days. Spirit, help me, please. Please help me. Stick with me, guys. Stick with me. Thank you for liking the video. Oh, Spirit, please help me get through this video. This is important, and I want you to understand something. When all hell breaks loose like this, to keep you from hearing a message, it's because you need to hear the message. So stick with me. Don't run off just because things don't seem to be going perfectly, because they are going perfectly. Promise you. Alright, so we were right at the end. It says, where have we... Remember I was having trouble communicating, and that happens with Mercury retrograde. I have trouble getting my words out. Where have we lacked here? Where have we tended to our nutrition, routine, rituals, but forgotten our connection to the great all that is, our souls? How can we regain a balance here? How can we stand strong against the temptation to escape, yet still know that escape from the real world is sometimes necessary to preserve our soul? Neptune's opposition gently nudges us to take good care and maintain our boundaries and to shift fiction from fact. This is merely the beginning. Our hero's journey is off to a tremendous start. So we're having like a restart. Okay? Think about what you were doing in 2006 and 2007. See if you can find a reference point and what you may have been stuck on and how that freedom can come to you in maybe some surprising ways. I have to think about that. My daughter Emma was born in 2006. So I was having my baby, and I actually got a phone call from her right before I started this video. And I still don't really understand why Spirit had me skip the sign of Virgo, other than it needed to be in an entire video by itself, because it's just going to be that profound. And I'm going to get even deeper in a minute about how that is. But we are also going to be having, sometime in the next couple weeks, we're going to be also having a solar eclipse, because this is the first of a series of eclipses. But when I was thinking about that, Spirit gave me a Bible verse. And those of you who know me know that I love the Bible. If before even all of these cards, the Bible is my favorite of all literature. I've studied it my entire life, and I love. It's the only book I've ever read that changed my life just by reading it. It's got magical qualities to it that cannot be explained. My daughter, when she called, was telling me that she was in a parking lot with a friend, and their friends were with them. They're two guy friends of theirs that drive big monster trucks, with the big mud. They go mudding in them and whatnot. And so the two girls wanted to see, they said, "Can we drive your truck around the parking lot?" And they were driving the two boys' truck around the parking lot. And they had been talking to a police officer prior to this happening. The same police officer pulled them over and said to them, "I know you weren't doing anything wrong, but I've got to make an example of you." So he gave him a ticket. And so I told my daughter, I said, "You need to go to the attorney's office in the morning, and I want that footage pulled from the police officer. And if he did indeed say that, then I want the attorney to give me some guidance on how to pursue, what do you call it? He was harassing you." That was harassment. Because what are kids supposed to do when they're 19 years old and when they don't do drugs and they don't get drunk? If they can't have, conversations in public places and drive vehicles, if they weren't being careless and reckless, and they truly were being honest with me and telling me the truth, then they were being harassed. So we'll see how that turns out. All right, so I don't know why I'm telling you that, except to say that maybe that somehow played a factor. Because you remember, if you were with me on Sunday, a lot of the readings kept saying that there was an injustice. So we will all that had that come up for our sign, there could be some kind of injustice, something that's done to you that's not right. And I was having her around the time of 2006 and 7, because she was born in 06. So somehow I have to remember back to when I had her and what patterns I had at that time. I was married. I'm going to have to do some research myself on it. Come on, computer. Come on. I got to give you the song. And then I'm going to put the computer away and share what else I have with you. The song that came through for this was, I had two songs actually. One we've never had before, "Saving All My Love for You" by Whitney Houston. May God rest her soul. "A few stolen moments is all that we share. You've got your family and they need you there. Though I've tried to resist being last on your list, but no other man's gonna do, so I'm saving all my love for you. It's not very easy living all alone. My friends try to tell me find a man of my own, but each time I try, I just break down and cry, 'cause I'd rather be home feeling blue. So I'm saving all my love for you. You used to tell me we'd run away together. Love gives you the right to be free. You said be patient, just wait a little longer, but that's just an old fantasy. I've got to get ready just a few minutes more. Gonna get that old feeling when you walk through that door. 'Cause tonight is the night for feeling alright. We'll be making love the whole night through. So I'm saving all my love I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love for you. No other woman is going to love you more, 'cause tonight is the night that I'm feeling all right. We'll be making love the whole night through. So I'm saving all my love. Yeah, I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love for you, for you, for you. And the song that came on before I could turn it off, which when that happens is an indication that Spirit is asking me to use it as well, was Somebody by Noah Garner. And we've been getting that one recently on the channel, so something's been leading up to this. You'll know what. Dear my old someone, how you been? I know it's been a long time and we've got new lives we're living in. I was just wondering how you're doing and if you're just like me going through the motions. I tried everything everybody said would help, but I haven't found anybody new since you left. In between the whiskey and the women, I lost myself. And now the lonely's starting to hurt like hell. Yeah, the lonely's starting to hurt like hell. And I've been burning up this fast lane trying to get gone. But this moving on is taking way too long. And now I find it hard to believe that I could be somebody's somebody. Lately, I spend my time breaking hearts, 'cause I let 'em in and then we drift apart. And that ain't fair, 'cause they ain't seen the damage that you've done to me. But I just can't be the man you're wanting. And I've been burnt. They're wanting. Why did I say you're wanting? That was not an accident. And I've been burning up this fast lane trying to get gone, but this moving on is taking way too long. And now I find it hard to believe that I could be somebody's somebody. So here's to you and moving on real fast, burning down that road on a one-way track. I just hope I can find myself in Tennessee or fill in the blank, wherever it is you are, and maybe understand where you're going, why the hell you left me. And I've been burning up this fast lane trying to get gone, 'cause this moving on is just taking way too long. And now I find it hard to believe that I could be somebody's somebody. So, what we have here is we have a relationship reading for the sign of Virgo. I'm going to tell you what these verses are. I don't know exactly why Spirit is telling me to give you these verses, except that it just really emphasizes the importance of what's happening on the 13th and 14th. Okay. The first one is Revelation 12:14. Let me say this. I am in no way predicting the end of the world. I repeat, I am in no way predicting or even insinuating that we are about to have the end of the world. Okay? So don't even get it in your head that I am or go there, because that is not anything that I would ever try to predict. In fact, it says in here that no man can know the time. No man will ever guess the time. So just know right out the gate that I'm not proclaiming the end of the world. Please don't go there. If you do, you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. Revelation 6, starting in verse 12 and going through verse 14, says this. My point that I'm trying to make to you is the significance and the importance of we're about to have a total lunar eclipse and then a solar eclipse right behind it. So I want you to understand that has some significance and it can cause huge events. Okay, that's my only point, is that huge stuff happens when we have these eclipses back to back like this. Alright. I watched as the Lamb broke the sixth seal, and there was a great earthquake. The sun became as dark as black cloth, and the moon became as red as blood. Then the stars of the sky fell to the earth like green figs falling from trees shaken by mighty winds. And the sky was rolled up like a scroll and taken away, and all of the mountains and all of the islands disappeared. Okay, and then it was also mentioned, it's actually predicted beforehand in the book of Joel, who was a prophet, and he predicted what we just read in Revelation. So, hundreds of years before, it was predicted by the prophet Joel. He was actually prophesying. And some say that the book of Revelation is about the end of the world, and some say it was about the fall of the Roman Empire. I personally think that it has a twofold meaning, and it means both. Okay. Joel chapter 2 talks about it. Oh, I forgot to write down. Okay, here we go. Blow the trumpet in Jerusalem. Sound the alarm on my holy mountain. Let everyone tremble in fear, because the day of the Lord is upon us. It is a day of darkness and gloom, a day of thick clouds and deep blackness. Suddenly, like dawn spreading across the mountains, a mighty army appears. How great and powerful they are! The likes of them have not been seen before and never will be seen again. Fire burns in front of them and follows them in every direction. Ahead of them the land lies as fair as the Garden of Eden in all its beauty. Behind them is nothing but desolation. Not one thing escapes. They look like tiny horses and they run as fast. Look at them as they leap along the mountain tops. Listen to the noise they make, like the rumbling of chariots, like the roar of a fire sweeping across a field, or like a mighty army moving into battle. I'm not sure where exactly it is, but it's in this, hold on, I think it said 221. Help me, Spirit. Okay, here we go, right here. The Lord's promise of his Spirit. Then, after I have poured out my rains again, I will pour out my Spirit upon all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your old men will dream dreams. Your young men will see visions. In those days I will pour out my Spirit even on servants, men and women alike. I will cause wonders in the heavens and on the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun will be turned into darkness, and the moon will be turned blood red before the great and terrible day of the Lord arrives. And anyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. There will be people on Mount Zion in Jerusalem who escape, just as the Lord has said. Those will be among the survivors whom the Lord has called. And then it even goes on in Acts chapter 2 to repeat it again. Peter quotes this on the day of Pentecost when the Holy Spirit came into the world. Because when Jesus died and was buried and then resurrected, he promised that if he left, that he would send the Holy Spirit to this earth. And he did in fact do that. And that's what's happening in Acts chapter 2 when he's quoting this. On the day of Pentecost, 7 weeks after Jesus' resurrection, the believers were meeting together in one place. Suddenly there was a sound from heaven like the roaring of a mighty windstorm in the skies above them, and it filled the house where they were meeting. Then what looked like flames or tongues of fire appeared and settled on each of them, and everyone present was filled with the Holy Spirit and began speaking in other languages as the Holy Spirit gave them this ability. Godly Jews from many nations were living in Jerusalem at that time. When they heard this sound, they came running to see what it was all about, and they were bewildered to hear their own languages being spoken by the believers. They were beside themselves with wonder. "How can this be?" they exclaimed. "These people are all from Galilee, and yet we hear them speaking the languages of the lands where we were born." Here we are, Parthians, Medes, Elamites, people from Mesopotamia, Judea, Cappadocia, Pontus, the province of Asia, Phrygia, Pamphylia, Egypt, and this area of Libya toward Cyrene, visitors from Rome, both Jew and converts of Judaism, Cretians and Arabians, and we all hear these people speaking in our own languages about the wonderful things God has done. They stood there amazed and perplexed. What can this mean? They asked each other, but others in the crowd were mocking, saying they're drunk, that's all. Then Peter stepped forward with the 11 other apostles and shouted to the crowd, "Listen carefully, all of you fellow Jews and residents of Jerusalem. Make no mistake about this. Some of you are saying these people are drunk. It isn't true. It's much too early for that. People don't get drunk at 9 o'clock in the morning. No, what you see this morning was predicted centuries ago by the prophet Joel. In the last days, God said, I will pour out my spirit upon all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your young men will see visions, and your old men will dream dreams. In those days, I will pour out my spirit upon all my servants, men and women alike, and they will prophesy. And I will cause wonders in the heavens above and signs on the earth below, blood and fire and clouds of smoke. The sun will be turned into darkness, and the moon will be turned blood red before that great and glorious day of the Lord arrives. And anyone who calls upon the name of the Lord will be saved." So I said that and I read that because Spirit asked me to, for one thing, but the meaning behind it is to let you know that when you have these eclipses back to back like this, it's significant. Major things happen to the point where it's even mentioned in the Holy Scriptures, okay? And this was the day that the Holy Spirit came into the world. The Holy Spirit came into the world right after two eclipses, one of the moon and one of the sun. So, what does that mean? We don't know, because we only know what God gives us the ability to know. But it has given us the ability to know that it was as important as His Spirit being given to us, and that we have the ability to prophesy, to dream, and it's just proof that what you see and what you hear when people are gifted is real, and it's coming from God's Spirit. A lot of times people want to call it evil, but it also says in there that it will be that people will call evil good and good evil. So what would be a more cunning trick than to convince you that when you actually see spirit, that you're looking at something evil? What would be more cunning than that? I can't think of anything. All right, Spirit, enough of the Bible verses. Thank you for giving us that very profound realization, because it just lets me know to be looking for something to change. Something that started in 2006 and 2007 that was a pattern that you couldn't break. You still find yourself unable to break that pattern, whatever it is. And it has something to do with a relationship for some of us. And it has to do with somebody you just can't seem to let go of. Have you ever had somebody that no matter how hard you tried, no matter how many people you went through, dated, entertained, or whatever you decided to do with them, that person would just never leave your mind? Have you ever had that? If not, then this may not be your reading, or it may not be your reading yet. It may be that you just haven't had it happen to you yet. It may be that might be what's about to happen to you. I don't know. All right, Spirit. When it comes to the sign of Virgo and this full moon in Virgo with this eclipse, how are you working in this collective? You're giving us courage, faith, joy, stewardship, contentment, and also obedience. Obedience could play a factor as well. All right, let me get some rocks real quick. Thank you so much. Hey, Rhonda. I've been thinking about you so much, baby. How you been doing, sweetheart? Oh, my God. It's so good to see you. Yes, I got my glasses. You like them? Did you see them? I'm showing them to you. I got my glasses. And I did not know, but they are, like, the most famous shoemaker in the world made these glasses. And that's why they were so expensive. But I didn't even care about the name. I just wanted the glasses because they looked good on me. And so I bought them online. But thank God I got them. All right. Spirit, may I have rocks, please, for this reading? I did all the signs on Sunday, Rhonda. If you haven't seen them, the timestamps are in there. But I skipped Virgo, not even knowing until like yesterday. And I was putting time, when I was finishing the timestamps, I was like, something's missing. There's not enough signs here. So it was a mess. Anyway, that's why we're here. Passion, there's going to be passion, Virgo. You got a lot of rocks. So somebody's health is a factor. It keeps coming out that your health. It could be mental or physical. Trust is also something that we keep seeing in this collective. Oh my God, if you hadn't asked me, they are Sergio. He made the shoes for the for Marilyn Monroe. Oh God, I can't think of it right now. Let me get back to the reading. Maybe it'll come to me before the reading's over. Passion, health, trust, believe. Gosh, you got a lot of rocks here. Kindness, your family's here. Acceptance is here. And believe again. So you got believe twice. So there's something you believe very strongly. There's something you believe in strongly. Alright, so we have passion, health, trust, believe, kindness, your family, and acceptance. So it's like you're having to accept something, or your family is having to accept something. I'm not sure which. And we have content, being satisfied with what you have, having courage, having faith, having joy, and having stewardship, with possibly obedience also being a factor. Alright, so we're going to start out with how Spirit is working in your family life. And we're going to use Moonology deck for that. Family. Why did I say family? I meant home life. Whichever. Family. Maybe because it's extended family included. How are you working in this person's family? Spirit said family, so we're going to go with family. I'm not going to do the pre-shuffles. I just want to go with it. Flow with it. Saving all my love for you. I'm going to tell you though, I don't feel very good about that. If it were me, I would not act on that impulse. I might have it. In fact, I would have to admit, yeah, I've had that impulse. But to sit there and wait for somebody would not. But see, the problem is that they're not really waiting. They're trying to move on, but nothing helps. It's like, I feel that. I understand that feeling. I understand that feeling. And we can't go back to 2006 and 2007. Because I was still with my husband then. Like I said, I was having my third child. Alright, family spirit. Make time for self-love and be real. Aquarius and Libra are here. There's a lot of air in your family right now. So Spirit says in your family, you need to make time to love yourself and be real. You might be hiding something from your family. I feel that some of us are hiding things from our family. And we need to be real. We need to stop doing that. Alright, work life or how you're working in our lives, working career or how you're working. If we're not working in a public job, is how Spirit is working. I feel like this is so floppy. Spirit says you're going to go wild. Spirit is working on you when it comes to going wild. Attune to the divine and relax. So, Spirit says, I'm working on you relaxing instead of going wild and attuning to me. Tune into me. Tune into Spirit. Relax. Don't go wild. Leo is here going wild. Pisces is here attuning us to the divine like Pisces is supposed to do during this time. And New Moon in Cancer is here helping us to relax. So Spirit is working on you not going wild, but relaxing and getting yourself tuned in to the divine. Alright, surprises. Woo, that flew out with force. Somebody's got some powerful energy. You're going to see, you're hiding something. The surprise is that somebody is about to reveal what needs to be revealed. There's something that needs to be revealed, and surprisingly, it's going to be finally revealed. And I think that this is something that you never thought would be revealed. Like, in a million years, you never thought. This is going to shock you. Scorpio's here. This is the transformation that's happening right here, and it's a surprise. You don't see it coming. Somebody is about to reveal something to you that is going to really shock you. Alright, love life. You're going to release control and work through your feelings. Aries is here with Taurus. So in your love life, you're just going to let go. You're going to be like, I'm just going to have to let go. I can't keep saving all my love for somebody that's never coming back. And I have to stop burning up the fast lane trying to get gone. I'm only hurting myself. And using whiskey and women or whiskey and men or whatever you're using work. For some of us, we may really bury ourselves in our work because we don't know how to cope. And you remember it said in that reading that sometimes we need that escape. And there are healthy escapes like work, like exercise. You can escape in healthy ways without the drinks and the drugs. So we need to focus on our nutrition. You know, maybe you escape through cooking. I love to cook. And yes, I can go wild in the kitchen. And it takes my mind to another place. So I'm not obsessed on the thing that I want so desperately that I'm never going to have. So I might as well stop obsessing on it. But if you've ever been caught in the grip of an obsession, you understand. It just doesn't go away because you want it to. I don't know what it takes. I don't even know how to tell you myself. Alright. If I figure it out, I'll let you know and you do the same for me. Alright, what's our role here? Our role is to see the bigger picture. So, we're kind of in that place of tunnel vision, and Spirit saying, I need you to see the big picture. There's a bigger picture here than what you're actually seeing. There's more going on than what's happening in your little neck of the world. Sagittarius is here. Alright, and what's going to be the outcome for this full moon birthday? Let your fears dissolve and reflect on your priorities. So, whatever you're afraid of, you're going to stop worrying and fearing Remember, it talked about letting go of your anxieties and the things you can no longer control. You're going to let go of control, and it's happening in some area of your love life. You're going to just stop trying to control and work through your feelings. And your feelings are fears. Spirit is wanting you to work through your fear and know you are loved. Libra is here, Aquarius is here, and Cancer is here. So that's what's going on so far. We're going to pull another layer here. I think. What are we going to do, Spirit? Yeah, here we go. I always think it's kind of cool just to see what comes out. Virgo. I don't see Virgo yet. Virgo, you're not showing up in your reading yet. Oh, Cosmic Truth, nothing is set in stone. What's going on at home in the family life of Virgo Spirit, this Virgo full moon? Because as I said, it's going to affect us all. The sign of Virgo is because of it being a transit, a powerful transit. Communication is key right now when it comes to your family. Gemini's here. So you're dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, and a Gemini at home. Mercury is affecting your home life. Huge effect on your home life. All right, what about work? That came out pretty quickly. A new start is coming at work. You're going to have a new start at work. A lot of these pictures look like eclipses, full moon eclipses. And let me tell you something. My job is going so amazingly well. You know what they told me today? They said, Christy, they said, look, you are still on agency time. And we don't work like they work in agencies here. We take our time and we make sure the job gets done. But we don't rush. Stop rushing. They said I was rushing. They said, you got to slow down. You got to slow down because there's no need for you to feel urgency. There's no need for that. Like, chill. Take a Valium. Chill. Go sit down. Sit down and behave yourself. You're causing the rest of us to have to work too hard. I was like, hallelujah. Yeah, when you work for agencies in mental health, you work 24/7 and you work your behind off for very little money. And now I'm making like a whole lot more money and they're telling me not to work so hard. And I'm like, hell yeah. They said, take care of yourself. Don't work yourself out. You don't have to do that. All right, surprises. So I might have like a promotion coming. I'm claiming it. Your surprise is that you are going to find out that you're good enough and you're going to hold your vision. So maybe whatever's going to be revealed, you really don't feel like you're good enough for that. You don't feel like, maybe like with me, it could be a promotion. I'm not saying I'm going to get one, but I'm saying if this were my spread, it could be that I don't, because I don't feel like I'm good enough for a promotion. I just got the job. But hold your vision. Surprisingly, you're gonna keep the vision you have. Somehow you're gonna hold your vision. You're gonna look at something. You see something in your mind's eye. You're seeing something, and you're gonna realize, wow, I'm actually good enough. I didn't think that was even something I was good enough for. But you are. Surprising. You're going to find out surprisingly that you're good enough. Something has made you feel like you're not good enough, but the truth is going to be revealed. Spirit says the truth. Virgo, you're here, the full moon in Virgo. That's the surprise. You are good enough. Y'all, I can't make it up. That's the full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. You're going to know you're good enough. Surprisingly, you're going to hold your vision. The fixed moon. Scorpio is here with Virgo. Wow. Alright, love life. What's going on in our love life? Woo, that flew out. A new romantic cycle is beginning, y'all. You're about to have a new romantic cycle begin in your love life. And you're releasing control. So right when you finally release control, boom, the universe is going to throw somebody into your life. And you're going to work through your feelings about this. So maybe this person you've been saving all your love for, you're going to finally stop feeling that way. And you're going to have somebody come into your life that's going to break through the barrier that's been created for you. Because when you get stuck on somebody like that, it creates a barrier. And other people don't even have a chance. Remember, they don't have a chance. I let them in only to kick them right back out because they don't know the damage that you've done to me. And, you know, it's not necessarily that somebody means to damage you, but you can just fall so much in love with somebody that nobody can ever, like, attain that person's status in your life. I get this reading. I get it. I don't know if you are, but I get it. Alright, what's our role here? Don't let your past hold you back. So whatever you had going on in your past, don't let that hold you back. It's time to move out of your past. South Node is here. And Spirit wants you to also know that you and your loved ones are safe. So your role is to not let your past hold you back and know that you and your loved ones are safe. So if you had any concerns about the safety of your loved ones, Spirit says they're safe. That's Cancer, South Node, and you have Sagittarius as your role. Alright, and what's going to be the outcome? And I just happen to be a Sagittarius. Whoops, that's too many cards for the outcome. Unless I get them again, and then I'll take them. What's the outcome for this collective spirit when it comes to this full moon Virgo eclipse? There we go. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Can't make it up. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. Y'all, is this freaking you out just a little bit? And bring love into the situation. So your outcome is that somebody's going to bring love into your life. The end of this cycle you've been going through with this person is finally here. You're going to finally break free from something that started many years ago, and you've been holding on. You've been holding space for this person. And look at the big picture again. Again, double emphasis. This is about the big picture. Alright, Spirit, you're something else. You're something else again, as Miss Beachy used to say. Alright, what would our higher selves say to us when it comes to family and home life? Woo! Some of us feel like failures. Maybe things haven't gone so great in your home life with your family. Maybe you haven't been getting along with your family and you feel like this has been a failure. I know for me, even though I know it's not true, I still feel very responsible for losing my husband and being all alone at 52. Come on, baby. Come on. I didn't drink him to death. He did that. But there's a part of me that will always feel like if I would have not left him, that he would have quit drinking. But that's just not true. If I wouldn't have left him, we would have both had to feel the pain of him drinking himself to death. Whereas when I left, I had peace in my life being at Miss Mary's. And many of you know that. And many of you know that there was a lot of times that I talked about my husband and I talked about him in a fond way. For the most part. I even had dreams about him that were hilarious. Some of y'all remember I had prophetic dreams about him too. Remember, don't get drunk and text your ex. You remember that video, Rhonda? You'll be. You remember the Black Nighty video where I talked about getting drunk and texting your ex? Yeah, Cosmo's being a bit of a mess. Let me see if I can put him up or put the Coke up, but one or the other's got to go. I can't do the reading with Cosmo in the middle of the screen. Alright, you want to go in your cage while I finish the reading? Because Mama's trying to video the reading. Come in here in your cage while I do. Alright, well then get on my shoulder. Get on my shoulder and stop obsessing. Cosmo has an obsession, y'all. This is the obsession that we're talking about with this person. He has it with that Coca-Cola. And it's not out of sight, out of mind either, because he will find it. Alright, work life. At work, that's where the trust is what Spirit's working on. And we have that here in the rocks. Spirit's working on somebody having trust. There's a new start. You have a new start in your work and in your love. It's a lot of new. Alright, surprises. Purple feathers. Someone may have something going on with their nose. And you may also have like rocks that stack on top of one another. Whoops. It's a lot of surprises, Spirit. I'm not taking them. Should I? No. Surprises. There we go. That's what's up. The surprise is that you're going to have this transformation. I'm telling you, you do not see this coming. You don't see this coming. Something is about to be revealed, and it's going to let you know that you held your vision. There was a vision that you held, and you're going to realize that you are good enough. Surprisingly, you're not going to let go of your vision. And you may have a vision, but it says hold your vision. That part I'm not sure. But you're going to know you're good enough, and somebody's going to reveal what needs to be seen. And this is going to change everything. Alright, love life. In your love life, you're having to have courage. And we saw that somewhere already, too. I think it's, courage here. There's a Leo vibe to this. Scorpio vibe to this. Alright. Your role? Ooh. Your role is Spirit saying, ask for guidance. Ask Spirit for guidance. That's your role. You and your loved ones are safe. Don't let your past hold you back and see the bigger picture. And what's the outcome for this reading? So far, it's been beautiful. Oh, y'all, this is beautiful. You're going to have love, prayer, help is on the way, and you're going to have success. That is a beautiful outcome. And look, you're also going to overcome obstacles. I'm telling you, you're going to get over the things that have held you back for a long, long time during this eclipse. This is going to be profound. More profound than I think we've seen in a long time, like 20 years long. Alright, what's going on at home with the family, Spirit, where you're feeling like a failure? Can you talk to me about that? Alright, home life. What's going on at home? What's going on at home? At home, you're irritated and you want shit to be different. Okay. What about work? At work, one of you is doing too many chores. So you feel like you're the one. You remember they told me, slow down, Christy, you're doing too much. Don't do too much. You might be like me and you might just do too much at work. And the people around you are like, stop that. You're making us look lazy. Alright, surprises. Somebody has red hair and there's blue and purple that are standing out to me here. Your surprise is that you love the one you're with. Love the one you're with. So surprisingly, you realize that you love the one you're with. Alright, what about your love life? Oh, that flew out. You're going to unplug in your love life. You're going to unplug. Alright, and what's our role here? For me, that would be Cosmo and Otto. You think you have them all figured out, but you don't. So you think you have this person all figured out, but you don't. And what's going to be the outcome? Oh, that flew out. There was a lot, too. Should I? Oh. Alright. You're going to realize that family is getting on your nerves. You're going to open your mouth and talk to somebody. You're not going to be heard, though. And so you're not going to deal with your drama and just do the dishes. That's not, I don't suggest that, but okay. And you're not going to pack your bags either. But you're not on the same team. So what I'm feeling and sensing here is that there's tension at home. And you love this person, but they get on your nerves. And you think you have them all figured out. What do you not have figured out that you think you have figured out? Do you really love them? So you think you love them, or you think they love you. Maybe you think they don't. Surprisingly, you're loving the one you're with. So it's surprising that you even love this person is how you could take that. Because over here, what you don't have figured out is if they really love you or if you really love them. And it's very serious. This is serious, Spirit says. And fuck your feelings in reverse. So, woo, there's a lot of tension here, y'all. There's a lot. Remember how it said that there was going to be a new beginning? Well, remember, there has to be an ending for there to be a beginning. And this could be the ending that we're seeing. For some reason, Spirit's showing us the ending and the beginning. Because, see, here we see the beginning, but that was showing us the end of something. Let's go a little deeper in that. What's going on at home here? Somebody's making silent moves and they have no desire to win. You got away and I have no desire to win. So it's almost like you're secretly planning on leaving somebody and you don't care anymore. It's your choice to have a desire to win. So you could choose to win, but you don't want to win. You just want, I think, out. How did this, what's going on at home? Show me what's going on at home here. Enough is enough in reverse. And that came out in the reading the other day in one of the signs. And when I went back and watched it, it occurred to me what it meant is it was saying, you don't tell me when enough is enough. Because somebody is trying to say enough is enough. And you're like, no, you don't tell me when it's enough. I decide that. Like somebody's trying to tell you to stop doing something. And you're like, no. No. Alright, what's enough is enough about? Somebody living a double life, not focusing on themselves, and not missing you. So, I get the feeling that somebody is living a double life, and they can't focus on themselves because of how much they miss you, and somebody is telling them, you need to stop pretending like you don't miss that person. And you need to focus on you instead of focusing on them all the time. I hear this conversation and this dialogue going on like somebody is trying to tell you who to have in your life and who not. And you're like, I think what the surprise is that you're going to finally tell this person the truth. Alright, how are you working here, or what's going on at work? Whew. Somebody is not being arrogant. They're not being divinely guided to make them prove it. So, At one point, this person was very arrogant and they felt like they were divinely guided to make somebody prove it. They don't feel that way anymore. They don't feel like they have to prove a damn thing to anybody. Cosmo, stop biting me so hard. He must feel the tension of the reading. Alright, surprises. Somebody's going to finally stop pretending. They're going to reveal what needs to be seen. They're not going to keep pretending. What are they pretending about? That they're clueless about you having no burdens. Trust your intuition. So somebody is going to stop pretending like they're clueless when it comes to how much of a burden this is. Or isn't. They feel like this has the feel of somebody who acts like they don't have a clue how much of a burden you're under. Trust your intuition. Alright. And love life. You can't be trusted because I love you and I don't want to be in a love triangle. So somebody is saying in your love life that you can't be trusted because I love you, and I'm not going to be in a love triangle. You love somebody, and they feel like you can't trust. They feel like they can't trust you because they know you're in love with somebody else. That's what it's saying. Alright, our family came out in reverse. And see, our family is being very controlling down here. Alright, and what's going to be the outcome? Somebody's going to be hard to read when it comes to true love. True love came out in reverse. What's the truth? I'm going to put true love back in. What's the truth about true love? You don't know yet. You haven't decided. And you first. You tell me first. I haven't decided. What are you leaning towards? Making silent moves. Why are you making silent moves? Because somebody is incomparable. So, you first. Okay. You're hard to read. And when I said, why are you hard to read? It said, because you're pretending like you're undecided. And you're like, you go first. I'm not moving. You know where to find me. And you're making silent moves towards somebody who's incomparable. So you are not letting this person or your family know. You're acting like you aren't moving, but you have decided that you are moving. You're just being hard to read. You're making silent moves towards moving, towards someone who's incomparable. And somehow not being able to work is also a factor. Maybe things just don't work. How does the other person feel, one that's incomparable? They're not desperate. They don't party. And they won't message you. There's unsent messages. It's like they want to talk to you, but I think they know your family doesn't like you talking to them. So there's things they want to say, and they're not waiting anymore. They're just not going to keep saving all their love. I think you know that, and I think that's why this is coming to this point. Because I think to let this person get away would be a huge, huge mistake. You love this person, and you're hiding it from people because you know that they would not approve, or you think they would not approve if you were to tell them the truth. And you might be right, because it looked like your family was indeed saying, you know, you need to stop. And you need to focus on yourself. And Cosmo, if you don't stop biting me so hard, I'm gonna pop you in the head. Keep it up. Keep it up. He is hurting me. This person is hurting you. Consistently hurt. So this is hurting you. Consistently hurting you. Annoyingly hurting you. Stop. Stop biting me. That's enough. You've made your point. You've made your point. Alright. What would you say to this person that you love so much? I'm going to come sweep you away. And it's easier to block everything out right now. I'd rather ignore my emotions, but that came out in reverse. So you want to go get this person and sweep them away, and you can't stop thinking about them. I need to take a step back because I'm still trying to figure out what I want, and it's easier to block everything out and ignore your emotions, but that's in reverse. You're trying to figure out how you can make these silent moves, but you're not going to. You're going to reveal what needs to be seen instead. As more time passes by, I feel a deeper void without you in my life, and you keep saying it's easier to block everything out. You'd rather ignore your emotions, but you can't ignore them anymore. You have ignored these emotions until it has nearly killing you, killed you. What would this person say, or what would you say to them, whichever it is? The feelings I have for you overwhelm me, so I run away to process them, and I will be writing you a message. Alright, what would the other person say? So they're going to text you or something. When you have conversations with this person, they are so intense that they have to process what you say to them. I'm not sure if we both feel the same way about each other, and I keep being drawn back to you, and I can't explain why. You're magnetized to this person. But you don't think they feel the same way. I think you don't feel like they feel the same way, and I think that's why it's going to be a surprise when you realize that you are good enough, because you feel like you're not even good enough for this, but you're going to hold your vision. You have a vision of the two of you being together, and you're not going to stop having that vision. This is about to change. It's going to be transformed because you are good enough, and you're going to reveal what needs to be seen. And you've been thinking about me because I've been thinking about you, and we're connecting. That's what's on the bottom of the deck. Alright. What would you say in this text that you're going to send? I just saw I love you. Let's see what they would say in this text. One of you is going to write the other one a letter or a text. What would you say in this text you're going to send? I'm in a relationship, but I'm feeling you came out in reverse, and I miss you so much all the time, actually. So they're going to text you and say, I'm not in a relationship, and I'm feeling you, and I miss you all the time. Actually, all the time. And if you only knew how much I care about you in reverse. So they're saying, you have no idea how much I care about you. And I don't think you do. Because this person is the great pretender. Like, they are the pretender of all pretenders. And I don't know why. Like, why are you pretending so much? I don't understand. I guess it doesn't matter. It's because their family doesn't approve. But eventually, people, when they have feelings like this, eventually they get to the place in life where they realize that it don't really matter how my family feels. It matters about my well-being. Let's see what the blocks are here. What are the blocks to this situation when it comes to home? Somebody is tired of being criticized and feeling unlovable. Alright, how about work? Don't procrastinate when it comes to work. Alright, how about surprises? Being guarded. You're lonely because you're aloof. You trust others and let them into your heart. You need to trust others. So you're guarded. Surprisingly, you're very guarded. Alright, what about love life? You're anxious. And you're realizing you're good enough. You're getting over insecurities. You have anxiety but you're not insecure. You just have anxiety. Alright, what's your role here? You're too attached. You're just too attached to this person. Give them some space. Give them some breathing room. Don't be needy. That drives people away. Alright, outcome. Somebody's going to be unavailable. And not be burned out. They're going to be unavailable, and they're not going to get burned out. Whatever they're going to do is not going to burn them out. Okay? Alright, so I think that we've gone far enough with this to see where we are. I think that this is kind of a waiting game just to see how it all actually plays out, because people have free will. But it does look like this person has made some major decisions. The person that we're talking about here, Spirit, the one who's about to reveal what needs to be seen. Show me how they feel about the collective. Like you're not talking to them and you're shallow. Not talking to me is shallow. Or not talking to you. Like you were abandoned and now I'm not talking to you anymore. This person may have abandoned you and hasn't spoken to you in a while. Like you're beautiful and they're not talking. Alright, how does this person feel as a collective? How do they feel? They feel like you should not have made mistakes. Or maybe like you didn't make any mistakes. Mistakes came out in reverse. Alright? How does the other person feel? Divine Feminine is here. Hopeless in reverse. Broken in reverse. And realizing lust. So, Divine Feminine is not hopeless or brokenhearted, and she's realizing she has lust. How does Divine Masculine or whoever this is feel about that? I don't know. It could be a Divine Masculine just came out. Not clinging to one day, someday, another time, because somebody's not nourishing. They're spying, and they're not shocked because somebody's not chasing in their twin flames. And they don't want to be separate anymore. So there's a Divine Masculine that wants to be with a Divine Feminine, and it looks like she's lusting after him too. Alrighty then, Spirit. Alrighty then. So, and then I guess we'll see how this plays out, because it looks like somebody is about to reveal to their family that they've made this decision, that this is what they want and this is what they're going to have. Now, how long that takes, we'll find out. Hold on. And it might just be like moms, dads, brothers, sisters. It doesn't have to be like a romantic partner that they're breaking this news to. It could just be family, you know, aunts, uncles, cousins. In June, not in April. In autumn, not in April. When will this relationship come together? At night, not in April. When will this relationship come together? First of all, let's find out. When will this surprise happen? That you'll find out that you're good enough and you've been holding your vision and this is changing. When will this surprise happen? Not in the spring and not within 18 months. At sunset. So, at sunset. At sunset when? Maybe today. on Saturday, but not at sunset. And not on Thursday or on Wednesday. So Spirit said it's happening on Saturday before the sun sets, I guess, or before the sun rises. Anything else you can give us about when this is going to happen? I think it means this coming Saturday. Oh, within 2 years came out. And not on Thursday, within 6 months. So I think that they're going to say something about this on Saturday before the sun goes down. And I think that they're going to have something happen within 2 years. Not within 18 months or in the spring, but 2 years. Not on Thursday, but something's going to happen in 6 months. So it looks like this actual relationship is going to be actual together. Because remember now, this person's at a distance from you. So they're going to have to move, which means they're going to have to plan things out, probably. But let's double clarify the timing on this, because I don't want to get your hopes up if that's not what's being said here. Alright. Will this person reveal the truth by this coming Saturday? Listen to your intuition. It's up to you. And ask for help from others. So you're the one who has to do the revealing. Are you going to be with this person in 6 months? Be assertive. The situation will improve. Will you be living with this person in 6 months? Not the right time, but yes, opportunity. So it won't be 6 months, but yes, you're going to have an opportunity to live together. There's no peaceful resolution, though. So there's going to have to be some kind of disturbance for this to come together. What did I ask? Did I ask 6 months? Will they be together before 6 months? Romance. You're not communicating clearly, but yes. And take action. So it looks like this person may take action sooner than 6 months. I think I said be together. I don't know. Anyway, you're going to get this relationship is what essentially is being said here. So be happy with that and don't worry about the timing. Don't save all your love for anybody. Move on with your life, and what is meant to be shall be. And I have this that I got when I got some Palo. It's stickers that say, good things take time. So the longer something takes, the better it is, because good things do take time. If you know anything about wine at all, a good wine has to age for years, and maybe you have been waiting for this for years. Remember 2006 and 7? That's a long time, isn't it? Alright, spiritual gifts operating here. The white light and Phoenix rising are factors. So this is protected, and you also are going to have abundance, is what I'm seeing. So somebody here is going to be very wealthy. Clarify the abundance. What's going on with the abundance? Your soul tribe is bringing abundance. And somebody is settling. I'm not sure what that's about. The only thing I haven't done yet for this reading is pull tarot, and I'm just going to pull some here real quick and just go right down the line like I've done with the rest of it. If you don't stop biting my shoulder, stop that. Don't you bite me. Rawr. Boy, we about to fight up in here. What's going on at home, Spirit? The 7 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. So somebody has a lot of choices and decisions to make so that they can get some work. the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Cups in reverse. It's almost like you're working and walking away from confusion. You're working on walking away, yeah. The Page of Pentacles, it's like you have this idea of how you can stop having all this confusion all the time. What's going on at home, Spirit? You're being at home, you're having to be tempered, self-controlled. Sagittarius. Work. Go on at work. Ten of Cups came out in reverse. So you're not feeling right now work is not really filling your cup at all. Like you're incomplete when it comes to work. You need that little something extra. I think you do love what you do. You just might not be doing it right now for some reason. Alright? And maybe you're working towards that. What's going to be the outcome of the Ten of Cups for work? Yeah. You're looking at what you've been putting into this and realizing, I'm not getting back what I put in. This could be about the relationship and Spirit working on you realizing this doesn't complete me. This just doesn't do it for me. And I've been putting so much in and not, look, there's the Ace of Swords. You're going to get the clarity you need there. Surprises. Oh my goodness, y'all. You're going to have wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups came out. Oh my goodness. And look, there's two men here. Judgment is here. The Nine of Swords. So right now, surprisingly, somebody is going through a lot of stress, anxiety. They're up at night because of no love and a lot of passion. Or you have two people here, a King of Cups and a King of Wands. The King of Cups is in reverse. So you could have had two different people that you have to choose from. Reverse any roles you need to. This could be two women instead of two men. And you're going to have wish fulfillment, but you're going to have to let one of these people go. And this is causing you a lot of anxiety. But you're making the right choice. And what's going on in your love life? There's an injustice. This is where the injustice is. The Hierophant's in reverse and having notable growth. So it's like, the only way for you to correct this injustice is to get out of whatever your higher level commitment is that you're in. Outcome of doing that, getting out of that. You're thinking about what the outcome would be. And what do you think might be the outcome? Whoa. You're going to heal from, this is where the transformation is coming in. Scorpio's here. The Five of Cups is in reverse. So the transformation is here. And there's something going on with your money where you're not able to earn. You're going to heal from a significant loss. And the Devil, Capricorn, is here with moving forward. It's like this has been very destructive and just been an indulgence that was destructive. And I need to get past this. And what's your role going to be? Your role is going to be to be tempted to be grateful with this person. And what will you decide? That in order to have true happiness, you have to show somebody affection. The Knight of Cups is here with the Sun. Alright, so we have Virgo here, we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, Virgo, why did I say Virgo again? I meant Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And then we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Libra. Alright, and what's the outcome? The outcome is going to be the Star in reverse. Why is the Star in reverse? I'm going to tell you why it's in reverse. There's strength. Because there's another relationship here. And it's your relationship with your family that's going to be struggling when they find out you're in love with somebody else. Why is your reverse star here? Because of you telling them you want to be single. You're not telling them you want to be with somebody else. You're telling them you want your freedom because you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot in this family. Your family's been through a lot. Outcome of your independence. The Two of Cups. the King of Pentacles, and the Chariot all came out in reverse. And you're going to move real fast away from this. It's like almost all the kings are here. The only king that's not here is the King of Swords, which means this person is very, very close to standing in the power of an emperor, which is what we know they are. What do they need to do to be that emperor, Spirit? Oh, Spirit said they're not the ones that knew it. The Queen of Swords came out. She's going to be the one to do it. This Empress has set boundaries with you because she's not waiting on your love. She's decided she can't do that anymore. Or maybe your family. This could be your family. Somebody in your family saying, I'm over this. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. They're going to say, I'm leaving. This could actually be the other person in this situation, the karmic partner, if you want to call them that, soulmate, whatever the hell they are. They might actually be the one that reveals what needs to be revealed, and they might say, get the hell out, or I'm getting the hell out, or whatever the case may be. They could be fed up with this person because they know that this person hides their feelings. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. I hate to say that. I know it sucks when they're generals, but this is a general. All right, show me what's going on with Divine Masculine, Spirit. Divine Masculine, twin flame, and it's not over. You're not going to end the twin flame. You're just not. And I think your family wants you to, and you're just not. What's going on with Divine Feminine? Divine Feminine is stuck because she doesn't have Divine Masculine. She's stuck because she can't have you in her life. She feels like the songs describe to a T. And what's connecting the two of you? There's the barrier here because of somebody having free will and a karmic partner. But they're in reverse, so it looks like you're going to get rid of them. And you're also going to do away with some third party, whatever that third party is, whether it be work, sex, drugs, whatever. There's some third party. It could be a place. It could be moving away from a place where you've been living and leaving this karmic partner behind. But that's what's connecting you is a barrier, and it's the free will to, it looks like not be with a karmic partner because they're in reverse. So it looks like you're going to leave, but the only thing upright here is twin flame, barrier, and stuck. So, but it does look like that somebody's going to make a decision to reveal, to finally say, you know, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to have, and I don't care how you feel about it. Is there anything you can tell us out of this deck before I close? Somebody's in denial. You might be in denial that this is actually happening or that it's not actually happening. I don't know which. Trust again. What's the denial about, Spirit? Apologizing. There's denial about apology. Why is that here? Ooh, it was upright. And it's still upright. Oh my goodness, I am not believing my eyes. Somebody wants to apologize because of trust. I think this person broke your trust. I think they lied to you about this soulmate. Or maybe this soulmate lied to them about somebody. I don't know which. Go one more time, I'm hearing. Put away the computer. There's chemistry. Why are you saying put away the computer? The other night it said put away the computer and trust because of rejection and mastering a spiritual lesson and a friendship. I'm going to let you figure out what that means. Okay, that's it. I don't have anything else to say other than what would your best friend say, because they know you better than I do. Cancel bad vibes. Your offline life matters more. And what else was I going to get for us? I'm going to get one of these, I think. So somehow you have bad vibes. Oh, I know what I was going to get. These. May I have oracle messages from spellcasters? Home life, spirit. At home, you're not healing. How about at work? At work, you're not in your life purpose. There's a friendship. You don't have your freedom. You need a commitment. It's protected. And you're gonna have confidence. You're gonna know you're good enough. Alright, surprises. You're gonna have courage. Courage is in your love life. Love life. In your love life, somebody's not beautiful or feels like they're not. Your role, maybe that's why you feel like you're not good enough, because you feel like you're not beautiful. Your role is to have animals. Love it. And the outcome, you're going to have peace and happiness and passion. Anything else for the outcome? You're going to manifest. Oh, wow. What are you manifesting? Somebody's willpower and boundaries. Where they have no willpower, you're going to set boundaries and forgive. Alright, may I have guidance, please? Creatrix, just for you, Rhonda. And Damselfly brings direction. Number 18 and number 6. Creatrix. Your soul is a divine creative fire. It wants to break free from what has been and give life to something new. You may experience this as feelings of restlessness, of being confined, or as a craving for something more that you cannot quite articulate. Your soul doesn't want you to push that new life away. It wants you to embrace it. When you let go of your inhibitions and freely express yourself, stagnant situations will be cleared out by the powerful release of your energy, which creates openness. Let your inner artist out to play in whatever way feels fun and honest for you. It's time for you to experience something new. Number 6. So something new is coming, and it's going to be a surprise. You're going to have something revealed that needs to be seen. Alright. You may not see it coming, but a major change within you and in your life is headed your way. Remember, I said you don't see this coming. You will be able to handle it with more skill and grace than you may have believed possible. Do what it takes to keep yourself feeling positive and happy more often than not. We all have our ups and downs, but if you are not feeling happy with something in your life, know that you have the power to change it, even if a radical change would be required to bring you happiness. You've got the power to do it. Have faith. And that's what it's going to take here, is it's going to take you just coming clean and having that radical change. And that's what will bring you the most, that's what will bring you the most relief. Because right now, you probably feel tied up in knots inside. If you're this person who's hiding this, you probably feel like a big nervous wreck. And when you finally do reveal this to the people in your life that care about you, especially if it's your family, you know, they might at first have a reaction, but all they're going to do is say, you know, I love you. And if that's what you choose, then I respect and I support you in your decision. It might take some getting used to, for sure, depending on what it is. Like, especially if you're gonna reveal something shocking, like that you're gonna be like if you're from the South, like me, you know, a lot of people are still very racist here. and they don't believe in like same-sex marriages or biracial couples and things like that. Stuff like that can cause a lot of friction in families. So if you're revealing something like that, or like for some people, if they tell their family that they're not going to marry somebody that's their same religion, they flip out. Because it's expected in some cultures to do things a certain way. And they'll promise you they'll get over it. It just might take them a few minutes to get over it, but they will get over it. And look at how long you've lived with it. Just the relief of knowing that you no longer have to hide who you care about would be enormous. Enormous. And this is a pattern of yours. I think the pattern of yours is to hide your feelings about people from maybe the same person for the last 20 years. There may have been many times when you wanted to do something like this, and you were never courageous enough to do it. And you're finally going to break free from the pattern of people pleasing, or pleasing this one specific person because of some delusion that you carry in your mind about this person. Like you may have made some promise to yourself or to them 20 years ago that I'll never leave you. I'll never do that. And you're 20 years later, you can't keep that promise anymore because you're not the person you were 20 years ago. A lot has happened over those 20 years. This card, for some reason, is upside down. Make time for self-love. Spirit wants you to make sure that you do that, okay? Make sure you're making time to love yourself. You are important here. And I hope that you enjoyed the reading and that you'll let me know that by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Is there anybody that has an urgent question? I'll be happy to answer it if you do. If not, I'm going to get out of here and go get me something to eat and go to bed. Oh, I love you, Rhonda. I love you, sweetheart. It does feel close, doesn't it? You know what, though? Every year when we have these eclipses, I see the change in my life. It doesn't happen that day, but it does happen. Hey, Earth Angel. When is your new beginning coming? All right, let's see. Spirit said to use this deck. May I see when Earth Angel's new beginning is coming, Spirit? Oh my God, Earth Angel. It's saying that it's not worth waiting for. Are you waiting for something specific? If it's not the beginning that they're thinking about, when will their new beginning happen? In May. You're going to have a new beginning in May, but there's something you're waiting for, and Spirit said it's not worth waiting for, okay? Stop obsessing first. Spirit, why is it not worth waiting for? Stop biting me! Why is it not worth waiting for? Because of being drained and defeated and holding on too tight. What should they do here? Don't take a risk. Don't do this right now. This is not a good idea right now. The Fool came out in reverse. And look, the Ace of Coins also. Do this. Whatever it is that you were originally asking about, Earth Angel. No, don't do it, baby. Don't do it, okay? What's going to happen in May? The moon came out. Cancer's here. Spirit says you can't see past this other situation. Right now, you can't see past this other situation. Outcome of Moon. The Queen of Wands came out in reverse. Why is she in reverse? There's that damn High Priestess. The Emperor's here. The Four of Swords, the Magician, the Three of Pentacles, the High Priestess in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and Judgment. With the Hangman. You called it. You called it. So, in May, there's going to be, it looks like, an ending for Queen of Wands. She, a lot of times in my readings, will show up as a karmic partner. But there's an Emperor here who is going to take a break, which to me means like break things off. And they're manifesting, building a foundation, and you don't see it coming. You're just going to recover your stability. You're going to use good judgment and recover your stability. That's why you don't see this coming. That's why you're having illusions about May. Stop biting me! Why are you saying that it's not worth waiting for then? Because this person's not single. And right now there's not any hope of him being single, is what I'm getting. But in May that could change. That could be changing in May. I'm going to try to see if I can clarify that. Can you show me with this other deck if this person might be single in May? Oh my God, I cannot make it up! In May at dusk. And also in August. I can't make this shit up. These cards ain't no joke. Within 6 months, baby. Within 6 months. That is probably one of the most mind-blowing moments that I've had in my whole entire life right there. Spirit ain't no joke. I'm nobody. All I'm doing is sitting in a chair listening for Spirit and half the time hearing it wrong. But y'all always know when I'm not right. You always know. Please stop biting me, Cosmo. Look, y'all, I can't take it no more. He is, and I have skin issues. I'm finally healing up. And he is literally digging into my shoulder. And he's getting me on both of them. I'm going to do one more question. How is your connection with Nono going, or Nano? Let's see. How is the connection? Show me how Nano feels about Winnie, Spirit. Richard, you're going to be last. You're welcome, Brenda. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. It's over because of lusting. Who am I asking for? Reconciliation with your... I was asking about somebody's feelings. Hold on. Winnie, how's your connection with Nono going? Cosmo, I'm about to pop you. Rejection because of lusting. When it comes to Winnie, show me what's going on with Nono. How does Nono or Nano feel? I don't mind sitting here answering a few questions, but this bird is literally biting the heck out of me. How does Nano feel? Nano's divine masculine and inspiring from a fake account, and use your intuition. Nano knows who they are. They know they're divine masculine, and they're watching you from a fake account. Use your intuition, Spirit says. Okay, Winnie? Alright, Richard, you want to know if you're going to reconcile with your wife. You're welcome, Winnie. Is Richard going to reconcile with his wife? No need to worry. Don't take any action. Or they won't take any action. Cosmo, stop it. Wait. No action is going to be taken. Is Richard going to reconcile with the wife? Yes. Take action. Will Richard reconcile with his wife? The Spirit said no, but in the near future. So will it happen later? The situation will improve. No need to worry. So you're not going to reconcile right now, but it looks like you will in the near future. May I see, please, when this reconcile might take place? Not on a holiday. That flew out. It could be in December, or something could be significant about December. Let me look at this other deck and see if we get something similar. When is this reconciliation going to take place, Spirit? May I see, please? For Richard. Oh my goodness. Not on Wednesday. Not on Friday. It's going to happen at midnight. Can you give us more specifics? Oh, on Monday, Spirit says in April. So on a Monday in April, not in June, at midnight. Not on Friday, not on Wednesday. I mean, Spirit is getting very specific with you. So on a Monday in April is what it's saying. Now, what year, I don't know. Cosmo, quit biting me. Something could be significant about December also. That could be somebody's birthday month. Okay, Richard. He is like a 3-year-old. He just wants, he actually is tasting of me. Cosmo, you don't need to eat my skin. I have a very sweet smell. Like, you know how people have a body odor? Mine is a very sweet smell. And I think that I have a sweet taste like that. And I'm not trying to be funny. I mean, I'm being serious. Like, even when I use the bathroom, sometimes my pee smells like sugar. Sometimes it scares me because I'm like, do I have diabetes? But it's been like that my whole life. I just said, yeah, I worry about that too, but no, I'm not. I'm not. It's just, my mom has the same smell. Every animal tries to lick you. This one right here definitely wants attention. He wants attention bad. Yeah, he wants Mommy to play with him. And see, I've been telling him all day that we would play. And now Otto's over here on my side. What you want? You want to say hey? You need to go outside? Okay. All right, you guys. I'm going to have to close and take care of my babies. Regina, if you have a question, I'm planning on being back Friday, but you can always text me and I can do a reading for you privately if you'd like, just for you. Yeah, he is. He is. He's my guide for sure. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for everything you do for me, always. I so much appreciate you. Share the video if you're able, if you have somewhere you know people would enjoy watching it. Share it if you don't mind, to help get the word out. Our India people will be awake shortly and they'll watch too. They always watch when they're in bed, when they wake up. Love you too, baby. All right, you guys, take care, okay? All right, good night. I'm coming, Otto, baby. I'm coming. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming.